Well, hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. I am America's Supermom, and happy Friday to everybody. And I have my guest, Val Lowe, with me today. And we are going to be talking about a special event that we have set up for Sunday, February 13th. This is just like the day before Valentine's Day.
Mhm.
And the concept is loving you and your business. So we wanted to come on here to really kind of talk about collaboration, because as it's a new year, a lot of us have a lot of goals and aspirations for personal life as well as business. And a good way or a good strategy to accomplish a lot of those goals is to collaborate so that you don't have to do all the work. So we wanted to come on here in addition to promoting the event, but talk a little bit about the importance of collaboration, how you find people to collaborate with, and things of that nature. So before we get into all that conversation, I want to give the floor over to Val so she can introduce herself and tell us a little bit about her.
Thank you so much, Lachelle. And I'm excited to be here. And the story of you and I meeting, we were at an event together a long while ago and just kind of connected, you and I, and we've had conversations before. Um, and so it's just really, really nice to be here with you. I'm Val Lowe. I work with entrepreneurs. The fun thing I'm doing right now is visual business maps, helping people take their ideas. A lot of times they're here.
Hmm.
You just talked about ideas for ourselves and our business for the new year, and taking those ideas and putting them onto paper with graphics and images and color so that they can see what they've got and just have that one piece of paper to look at often, to come back to where they are, where they want to go. And it's just kind of like a little grounding piece. And so that's one of the things I do, other than some messaging and branding, quite a few other things I do, but that's really the key of what I'm doing, that makes matches what you and I are going to do in this particular special event we've got going.
Yes. So we're here. We're going to talk a little bit about the event, but a lot of people at this stage, they're like, I've been in business for so long, or I don't know who to collaborate with, or nobody knows my plight or my mission or understands what my goals and objectives are. So when it comes to collaboration, maybe if you could just kind of walk everybody through how this collaboration happened. I love how you just highlighted, we knew each other through an event. That's how we first became acquainted, but hadn't really talked in depth or anything. We just got reconnected on a call, and then I'll let you take it from there.
Yes, that was so fun. We just did. We got connected, like I do with so many other people. Is connect, see how we can support each other.
Hmm.
And you and I got talking about how you show people how to love themselves, and I was talking about being more in alignment with my business, because I was going through some times then about aligning my business with what I
Hmm.
do. And we thought, well, wouldn't this be nice? How we could show people how to love yourself,
Hmm.
love your business, and put the two together, because once you do that, then things really start to move and you can do greater things in the world. And so we just threw that around. We thought, well, what about Valentine's Day? That's coming up. How can we support each other and share that way? And that's what happened. We
Hmm.
decided, okay, let's try something on Valentine's Day. You bring in your skills, I'll bring in mine, and just have some fun together, and share that with people, share that love, because we need to love ourselves so much more than what we sometimes do. And that just reflects in our business and what we do. And that's what I'm considering a really great collaborations, because it's just between you and I, this just flowed. It's just an idea that came up and we both had that idea, and let's just go forward and move forward with that.
Absolutely. I love that. And I think for a lot of people who we don't give room for those things to happen. You
Mhm.
know, you hear about getting together with people, scheduling a virtual coffee chat or whatever, but there's just something that's just in the way sometimes, a resistance with letting things naturally flow. And I love how we just were having a conversation and it just flowed, and the key thing about you mentioning supporting each other's missions. And I love that because sometimes when it comes to being an entrepreneur, we can be so focused on our goals that we don't even hear when we make these connection calls how we can support somebody else because we're just like tunnel vision on what our vision is, and we kind of don't leave space for those collaborations. So we have never collaborated before. So for somebody who's watching, what would you say would be some key things to kind of look for when you are having these organic conversations and things are flowing to know if this is someone you want to collaborate with?
Yeah, the one thing that comes to mind is connecting with someone. I mean,
Mhm.
we obviously made that connection. There's someone else that I just recently connected with as well, and I'm looking at doing other collaborations with her.
Mhm.
But it's connecting with that person. You've got similar interests, but you do things a little bit differently, and they complement each other. Like I'd mentioned, you're really good at supporting people to do what they do best, and I support them in the business side. Like, how do you take that and move that into your business and start to get some momentum there? So that's what I would suggest is just be open to the ideas. Like you mentioned, we're pretty heads down sometimes on our goal going forward, but there's so much more out there that we can share with others and come in collaboration, and that just expands ourselves and our business as well.
Love that. Love that. So, let's talk a little bit about the event itself. We're talking about loving you and your business. So, of course, we have separated this out for those of you that may be listening. We're talking about how you can show love to yourself with self care. And with that segment, we'll be going over like some boundaries, how to make sure you're in alignment with you, and we also are going to be talking about loving you and your business. So, when it comes to loving your business or that type of mindset, what are some things that we might want to highlight that we'll be discussing in terms of the business aspect, Val?
Yeah, well, they kind of tie together what the business side that I'd mentioned. But having that passion and your mission and aligning yourself, your talents. So that's the piece that I'm really looking at is the talents that you have. Do they match what your love is for your business? And so that's like I'd mentioned, something that I wasn't doing. I'm going along in my business pretty good, but I wasn't bringing all my creativity into it. And so how do you do that? That's the pieces that we're going to look at.
Love that. And I think, we just kind of don't take that pause. We don't take that time to consider, that we are actually the captain of our own ship.
Mhm.
We just forget about it when we're thinking about our goals. We're so busy thinking about the objectives, how we're going to implement it, but we don't really take that time to reflect and think about how we can create a roadmap or a particular blueprint for ourselves in order for us to have the success that we desire. So I love that.
Yes.
So, what are some things that you could share with everybody that are the benefits of collaborating? So, such as this event, I think we talked in December, I think might have been the first time
Mhm.
that we spoke and talked to them about, this process. What are some things that, because you're involved in a collaboration, have really helped you in terms of moving forward with some of your goals, and even just in this collaboration itself, some of the points that you notice that really stand out about
Mhm.
it?
Yes. Well, the first thing you mentioned is just stepping back and looking at your map and what you want to do in your business and giving yourself enough lead time. We met in December. We've only
Mhm.
had a few other conversations since then. And as you mentioned, it's flowed together. But you need to just decide in advance what you want to do. And then collaborating with someone like yourself, I mean, it's just such a pleasure to be doing something together with someone
Mhm.
with your expertise and your experience as well. It helps me to expand my network because
Mhm.
I'm reaching into your network, you're reaching into mine. We're uh, I call it double dipping when you can do more than one thing at once.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
good.
And also, um, put to getting it together. Like sometimes you go
Mhm.
along and say, "Well, I want to do this, and I'm working on it," and you don't have the deadline, you don't have all those things. But you and I had a date, certain dates we wanted to do things like today. So I had to be ready for today. You're ready for today. So
Mhm.
that kind of gets things in momentum, and you actually get them done. And then we've got this great event coming up, so it's gets me excited about an event with you. So many benefits to having collaborating with someone.
I love that. And I just love to keep it real about the accountability piece. I love that you mentioned that because so often like you said, we have these things that we put on our list. Oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, but tomorrow just keeps getting further away because other things happen in the process. But when you collaborate, you have that accountability. It's like, okay, we're meeting, so Val is going to be expecting me to have X done or whatever. And so I just know for me, that's what works. And it also gives me an opportunity to have a stronger boundary with my family or other things that are outside of this collaboration. If I can really be clear about, hey, I have this appointment, this is what's required of me, it's easier to say no to some of these other things. But if you don't have things written down, I just can't say, oh, well, I just have to work. My kids are like, okay, can we just still do this and you can work later? So if you have a specific thing that you're working on, it's like, okay, I'm going to spend an hour doing this. After that time, then we could do X or whatever. So that has really helped me to enforce boundaries when I do have collaborations and can explain to my kids, this person is dependent on me, or this is my time with them because we're working on A, B, or C. So that's one of the things that I've really enjoyed.
Mhm. Yes. Yeah, I've
Mhm.
enjoyed it too, and I'm just getting so excited thinking about the event itself. I'm really, it's gonna be fun. We're
Mhm.
gonna give some value. People are going to bring themselves into alignment with themselves and their business and make this a really fantastic year.
Awesome. I totally agree. Well, we definitely are looking forward to this event. And again, it's going to be Sunday, February the 13th. So this is going to be the day before Valentine's Day. So you can kind of get your own self love and business love ahead of the game before Valentine's Day. And you've done all these things to kind of fill your cup up so you'll be able to give to others actually on Valentine's Day. But we
Mhm.
are so excited for you to join us for this event. It is free, so feel free to not just register for yourself, but invite a friend or two
Mm.
or three or four, right? We are just going to be really excited to allow you the opportunity to walk away with some clear strategies that are going to help you really gain a lot of momentum for your goals and crushing them in 2022. So we do have the link that is posted here, and in addition to that, we are finding that collaboration is really so important in accomplishing your goals. So we also are extending an invitation for any business owner or organization that would like to sponsor this event. We do have a few sponsor slots available for this event still. So if you are interested in that, we have that information on the screen as well. But we just invite everybody out. A lot of times people are overwhelmed when it comes to looking forward to their goals and planning out, implementing, and all these different things. They don't know where to begin.
Mhm.
So it's so important to think about the things that you really decide to put your attention into, you know, and putting your attention into you and your business with a strong foundation, it will set you up for much success. When we really have a shaky foundation, it
Yes.
doesn't take a lot for our whole empire to fall. But
Yes.
you want to make sure that it's sturdy, that it's in a good place. And if you're not in a good place, your business can't be in a good place. So we feel that this is a happy medium. So we really look forward to you guys registering today. All right. It's not until the 13th, but reserve your spot today. That way, you know it's already over with and you can invite some friends, family, or whoever because it's a great opportunity. So it's going to be at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're going to run this for 90 minutes. So we are so excited for you guys to join us, and we welcome you to ask us any questions ahead of time. 90 minutes goes really quickly. I know I could probably talk for the whole 90 minutes myself with all my
Right.
stories, okay? But if you have any questions, we can kind of get a dialogue going so that this really benefits you and all that you have when it comes to loving you and your business. So feel free to reach out to us. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. We'll be sure that we can address them for you so that this is really a win 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 all the way around. So, Val, what final words would you like to share for everybody today?
Oh, come and join us. Come and join us. Start loving yourself more, loving your business more, and let's get out there and just really make a bigger impact in the world this year. That's what
I
I'd like
love
to
that.
see. Hmm.
Yes, and we are all for big impact. So that's one of the things that I am really excited about because my goal is to collaborate with Oprah Winfrey and Jimmy Fallon. So if any of you watching have a lead for me to get in contact with them, please put that in the comments or just call me directly, okay? But it's all about impact. We want to take our knowledge and expertise and share it with other people because although we may be talking about loving your business, you may have something else that could really benefit the world. So this is an opportunity for you to get yourself clear about what your aspirations are, clear about what your skill set and talents are, so that you can really share that magic with the world. So, we want to thank you guys so much for watching today. Remember to reserve your seat and invite a friend. And we look forward to seeing you on February the 13th at our Loving You and Your Business special event. See you guys next time. Bye for now.